Hey guys, welcome back and thanks for tuning in to 6 Minute Crypto. And I think I'm going to add the term sort of at the end of that because I don't think I ever get close to 6 minutes. But, this is a year-long journey and I'll get better at it. I can't wait till some of you find me because I would love to talk with you about some problems or questions that you're having and see if I can refer you in the right direction. But right now I'm still kind of figuring out how to even work all these pages. So I'm recording a couple today. Today's the 18th, and then I'm going to give myself a few days and maybe over the weekend to try and upgrade my channel a little bit because I'm not sure that I'm linking my Facebook page, my subscribe button, and all that correctly. So hopefully I figure that out. But this is a journey, and I'm excited to be on it. I ordered a microphone yesterday. I'm feeling very professional now because I noticed 2 days ago my video. My voice was, I had it up at full volume and my voice was still pretty low. So anyway, I'll sound very professional next week. So you just wait. Anyway, I put up a picture of Hawaii today because I live in Montana and in Whitefish, Montana, and it has been gray and gloomy. I mean, it's ski season and up on the hill we've had some sun, but just kind of a funny year. I mean, we've had not as much powder as I'd like, and so I have to admit I haven't been skiing much this year, which will disappoint my husband and my kids. But, I've had a ski pass for 20 some odd years, so I'm kind of okay with it. I'm excited about crypto, and they're still excited about skiing. Anyway, that's me. So today, I kind of cut it short yesterday, or I went long and then I cut it off, because I was going to talk about dollar cost averaging. And dollar cost averaging is a hard lesson to learn. So I'm glad to make this documentation on it because then I can follow my own advice. So what this is, and I guess it's done on NASDAQ, and any big traders and sellers will do this according to my research, is that just because something looks like a good deal, you don't want to just buy, put all your money in on that price point because you don't know if that price point is going to be the same in an hour or 15 minutes from now, right? It could go up, it could go down. We always think when the market's hot, it's going to continue to go up, and you don't want to miss out because it'll never ever be this price again. At least that's what I've told myself a lot. So a few times I've been disciplined and I've bought in a little and then I've bought in a little later and been real proud of myself because, even if it takes a couple of days, I usually get my buy. So I think I mentioned in a previous video that I put in a stop limit when I very first got in because I was so afraid of losing my money. So I put in a stop limit that if it goes to this amount, then sell. I think that was when we talked about candles a couple days ago. And one of those candles triggered my sell. And I woke up the next morning and was like, oh, good, the market's recovered and it's going to be okay. And realized I had sold my coins at the bottom because I had this stop order in. And I'm not saying that the sell orders and stop orders or whatever aren't a safe measure and good, but it just depends on how much money you have in a particular coin and what your level of risk is. So never is this financial advice, God forbid, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But I'm winging it pretty good. So anyway, what I'm going to, so buying in. So a good example is I had a video up on Vincoin the other day. Got all excited about it. It's just cool. I love tech. I've always pursued ideas. I've had lots of different companies, and because I love ideas. I'm an idea person. I like tangible things. So it's great, all this cryptocurrency that you can make exchanges and you can send money cheaper, and it's going to create satisfy all these needs. But for me, I'm more about the tech behind it, the science behind it. I'm not a tech person, but I'm an idea person, and I get excited when I see real world problems being solved by a physical item that people are using the blockchain to do, like Vin. So got pretty excited about this coin, wished that I had bought in earlier, but there was so much hype on all the different sources that I was looking at. I mean, on Reddit, on on Twitter, on Telegraph. There were just everywhere, even, everywhere I looked, there was just Vin, and you'll start to see that as you subscribe to these things. You'll be like, oh, what's going on with all of these with this coin, because you'll start to hear about it as you tune in. And I told you yesterday, I have these little books everywhere. They're not all full of passwords. They're full of when I hear things, like if I'm in the car and I hear the news talk about something, or I look at Telegraph and I see something mentioned or something that piques my interest. I put down in these little notes just for me to follow up on particular coins, and so that was kind of what I did, and I followed up on Vin and got super excited. So I went to the to Binance, and I went to buy in, and Vin, literally when I was watching it the day before, was like $2 and something cents, and then by the time I went to buy in, it was like $4 and something cents, and I was pretty bummed. And the hype was so big that I was like, oh my God, I've got to buy in now. I'm just going to buy all in. Well, I think what I did actually is I put in a buy order, but it was an all-in buy order, and I put it in at, I think I had seen that it was $2 and something cents, and then when I went to go buy it, it was $4.50, let's say, and so I put in a buy order at about $4 or $3.95 or something, thinking, well, I'm sure it'll drop, and I'll catch a low candle and I'll buy in. And of course, that was a buy all in. So that's not the right way to do it. And what you need to do, and I did it today, and I'm very proud of myself. What did I buy today? Because the market just tanked, and I told you I didn't buy in 2 days ago when it was at its lowest, because this is still all new to me. It's the first really big dip that I've seen, and I just wasn't sure if it was going to go lower, and it still might. They're saying that, we have a little bit of a recovery today, but it still could dip. So so I put in some scaled buy-ins today. And I put in on Waves, and I put in on Neo. And I said I'm going to buy 15 coins at, I'm just going to use random prices here, but I said I'm going to buy 15 coins at $4, which is just a little bit less than what it was actually trading for right now. Because I want to be sure that I get some coins in case it continues to go way up. But I'm pretty sure it's going to go, there'll be a low candle here or there that'll trigger my buy. And then I put in, I'll buy another 15 coins if it gets down to $3.50. And then I'll buy another 15 coins if it's going to get down to $3. This is the way to get into a coin. And if you just sit and wait, unless your numbers are ridiculously low, 90% of the time, well, I don't know about that, but a good majority of the time, you're going to get your buys. It just may not be that day. And it may be a month from now. But the way this market goes up and down, you're going to more than likely get your buys. So with my VIN, I went all in, and I got in, and luckily it maintained there. It didn't take a big dip. And so I felt pretty good about it. And then on the 16th, everything crashed hard. And because I think VIN is a good coin, it didn't crash super hard, but it definitely went down with Bitcoin. And so it was, I don't know, a couple bucks less or $1 less or something. But my point being, if I had left my buy order in, my original buy order in, it would have triggered. But instead, I got impatient, and I was afraid I was going to miss out, and that's FOMO, fear of missing out. And so I had taken off that buy order, and I went all in, a couple of days ago, and I got in at, kind of the higher end of where I should have. But, I think it's a long-term coin. The reason I'm not too concerned that I got in is because I think the future for VIN is bright. Sure would have been nice to have double the coins that I have now, which if I had bought in lower, I would have had. So that is dollar cost averaging. Okay, so even like we talked about on Coinbase, you can trigger it so that it weekly takes a little bit of money out of your paycheck and puts it into the market. And so you could have it go in Bitcoin, or you could have it go in Ether, Actually, no, I'm sorry. I think when you do that, it goes in just $2. But then you can put up a regular buy each week to buy a little bit of Bitcoin or Ether or whatever it is, so that you're buying in with the ebb and flow of the market, and that over the long term, you may never get in at the total bottom, but you also won't get in always at the total top. You might occasionally, but you're going to be better off because you're going to be somewhere in the middle, which is a safer spot. So when you sell, it's the same way. Just because, and I think I mentioned this in the very beginning as well. I bought in some what I thought were smart coins. I'd done a lot of research on them, and I still don't regret it because I sold out. I took my initial profit, and then now I have 50 coins in several different coins that are kind of free because I took my money out, my initial investment out, and I just kept what was remaining in those coins. But I still didn't do it right because I took I wanted to take some money out to buy something else, and so I took my money out, except for like my initial investment out of these coins because they had done so well. But these coins then went on to go another 100%. So if I had taken my money out the same way that I should have put it in, which was this dollar cost averaging, I would have sold 15 coins at $3, and then I would say, in another day or two, or at the same time, I can put in these orders. You can stack them. So I could say I'm going to sell 15 coins at this price. I'm going to sell 15 coins at a next price and 15 coins at the next price. And then I would have been great because not only would I have made profit like I did already, but I would have made significantly more profit because I got out over time. It's not always going to be that case, but you're not going to miss those opportunities either. So anyway, that is dollar cost averaging in a nutshell. I hope you tune in. I hope you are getting something out of this, and we'll just keep it going. Thanks for listening. Bye.